9-year-old Kristina is in 4th grade. She was recently adopted by an American family and has come to live permanently in the United States from her native Ukraine. Kristina is still limited English Proficient, or LEP, but her academic progress has been rapid. The first step in this progress was her teacher's sensitivity to Kristina's culture.
The first thing I ever said to her when she walked in my room, she was very scared, and I addressed her. I went, Minya Zavut Miss Lee, which is in Russian, hello, my name is Miss Lee, and she looked at me and she just lit up. And from that point on, she's been pretty much attached to me at some point throughout the day.
Initially, Kristina's academic level was much lower than that of her American counterparts. Ms. Lee explains the reason for this discrepancy and how it's being addressed.
In Ukraine, they don't start kindergarten until they're 7. So when she was adopted at age 8 in March, she was in 1st grade. And when she starts school here at age 8, well, actually she had just turned 9, she was put in 4th grade. So here she is, basically just left 1st grade, but their 1st grade is like our kindergarten. So she had so many holes, I had to go back. And that's the reason why she has the separate math and phonics books. But within 9 weeks, she has gone from kindergarten to the 2nd grade workbooks. She's just flown right through it.
The approach Ms. Lee takes to teaching Kristina combines bilingual and ESL techniques. It also involves creative visual strategies that Lee developed while working with children with autism. Kristina's mother describes Ms. Lee's approach and how it's helped Kristina.
She has been able to communicate to Kristina in the classroom and be able to show her and help her learn sign language so that she can communicate to Kristina and be able to continue to teach the rest of the children. And Kristina has been able to catch on to that when she couldn't even follow the English words. She can catch on to the sign language, and she can also communicate back to Miss Lee without disrupting the class. And so simple gestures and things like that have just worked well. Miss Lee also came up with a complete notebook filled with pictograms and symbols, and she also wrote out the English pronunciation of the word in Ukraine as well as how it was spelled, and had just almost a flow chart out for Kristina so that she could visually see a lot of things. She has taken it upon herself to also invest in a program on the computer that prints out words that have visuals and little pictures that go along with the words, so that Kristina can feel the success of reading a book and completing the reading when she's able to have the visual aid of the little pictures along with the words. So that has just been a big plus, helping Kristina with her self-esteem and accomplishments.
Kristina also has fine motor deficits. Ms. Lee is addressing these needs and promoting Kristina's spelling at the same time.
I have spelling with clothespins, because with Kristina, when she first came, her fine motor skills were a little off because she is very far behind the rest of the class. And so she would do her spelling with clothespins with letters written on it, for the blank spaces.
The results have been remarkable, both academically and in terms of Kristina's learning skills.
Her spelling tests, it has been just a progression. At first, she would get very frustrated at not, first of all, understanding the word, and then trying to spell a word she didn't understand. But as she has learned patience and learned that it's okay to not know something and that she can work at a pace that she can build on, today she made 100 on her spelling test. So it is just incredible, the progress that she has made, and the words are ones that sound a lot alike, and she's able to really work on the phonics. And the spelling tests have been something that just now are becoming successful for her, and she sees how all the work, has paid off.
Ms. Lee has 29 students in her class. This includes those who have special needs and those who are gifted, as well as 7 who speak limited English. How does she successfully manage her classroom?
Luckily enough, with my background in special ed, I just learned early on that you have to be extremely structured and yet extremely flexible. If something's not working, you just dump it and move on. With my other kids, they are more than willing to work with the ESL kids. They always want to immediately, can I go work with May, or can I help she, or, helping Kristina. They'll go sit on the couch and read with Kristina. The same with my normal special ed, And now what are we going to take away? One of the things that they've just had to kind of accept is that usually when I teach a lesson, I teach it to the whole class, And while they're working independently, I pull May and Chi on the back carpet, and I do my lesson with them. If they've got a question, they know to get up from their seat and come ask me, because I cannot really wander around the room and answer questions and do this. Because within my room, there's usually 6 different things going on.